How's everybody doing? What's up? This is Gravy from Raiders Outsiders. How is everybody's day? Pleasure to be here with you today. Um, Wanted to let you guys know that I'm right on time, no difficulties today, and it feels good. I'm in a happy mood. So I shared the link out with a couple of my homeboys, couple of group chat, and before I tell you guys good evening, I wanted to just say thank you for being on Outsider Show. Um, Please subscribe, share, hit the notification button, and to send it out to others that will recognize this channel. I'm gonna spit some major game about how we feel, how I feel, and whoever's the guest of mine uh, feel about some surprising type, surprising type um issues are people getting cut or being put on a practice squad that it's gonna surprise us. I have a couple noted. I did a little bit of some research and 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 the young guys that we have this last preseason game, they're gonna have to show out. They're gonna have to the people that I want to see out there for a long period of time. We're gonna do some specific positions that I feel that'll be addressed where we have a name starting, but there's people behind them that are pushing that. And so, once I get into that, I want to hear your guys' questions or or comments, and I'll go off that and answer them if you like. And any question is not stupid to me. We can open up something, but I just want to thank everybody that we're gonna see who's in the Holland squad. Michael Guerrero, what's up, bro? Thank you for thank you for being here. What's going on, bro? Dart, how you doing, man? Salute. Anthony Estrada, what's going on, bro? I'll go down and more. But here's a couple of names that I wanted to bring up with the first like group that that I wanted to bring up was the tight end position. And now I know we have Austin Hooper there, but what do you got that Austin Hooper's last performance against the Rams and San Francisco was a non-factor. Do we think that these young tight ends are going to be pushing the bar for Hooper to where Hooper might get released? Now, our pick, the young guy Mayers, and we have Featheringham. I think that I think that those three guys there, well, maybe four guys, are going to be are younger, better. So what do you guys think about Austin Hooper? Maybe a surprise type release, and tell me um, if I'm going crazy here or just thinking too much. But there'll be a couple more people showing up in the Holler Squad. Rafa, what's up? Raider Ben, thank you for being here, man. Means a lot to me. G Menace, what's up, bro? And if you got any questions about that, or if you watch the game and you seen the bad play that Hooper was doing, we're concentrating on that because I zeroed in on it. He's not real dynamic as he was before. He was a pass catching kind of guy that caught the ball and did stuff extra. He got a penalty on the last time I seen him. Rich, what's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, and to me, the performances that we've seen from Featheringham and even what's his name, the blocking tight end, like his name loses I lose his name right now, but Mayer is gonna be the one that's gonna be uh, probably taking over the position. So you're not gonna see you're not gonna see Austin Hooper another year. I think that's Meyer's job. And if Featheringham's making a push, man, he had a really good game, and I like the kid. I don't really see his. He's a better blocker than I think all of them. But Mayer's going to be the pass catching type. I don't want to say his name because nobody's like him on our team, but the Waller type guy. He's a better athlete, kind of, but not the speed that you can't get speed like you can from Waller. But if all what counts is that, does anybody think that that could be pushed aside and they go with these young guys? Say give me that in the chat. And another thing, another thing is I want to see another thing I'm gonna talk about is what I want to see as far as uh, who do I want to really see in this game, this last game, that's gonna put me over the top so I can make a decision. Kind of, doesn't matter what we say or what I'm gonna say because we're gonna be disappointed, of who's in there and who's not. But I wanna get a feel to if I'm right. If you're right about something and it pans out for you, you feel like you were going in the right direction. So, but the other concern I have was the running back situation. I want to see a whole lot of uh, Sincere McCormick. I was always debating that we never seen the guy. He had he the first game he got a few carries. The second game I think just one. Is he on the cut table or is he on the team? I don't think that he'll make the roster now. I don't even think that he'll be put in after that. The other squad. I don't think. I just see him maybe getting a job at somewhere else because what you have to do is that you have to release the people that you did, and then they go on to they clear all that every team, and then you can get them back and put them on the practice squad. That's the way that goes. If you guys knew that, then that's the case that they do it in the NFL. Ray Love, what's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. I know I said Rich again. Thank you, Rich. Uh, Ozzy had a little good code. It is maybe as a coach that we saw that play by Moochie in the first quarter of 60 minutes. 31 was a miracle. We talking about that pull block that he did because that I was really impressed with that, Ozzy. But that Van Valkenburg guy, he's gonna be a playmaker for them. I see him in the future. But Mutai, he's from Fresno. He went to Fresno State, and he, yeah, Ozzy. I don't know if he was that guy that he blocked or he was unblocked and let him go. I don't know. Or was he also in the second? You got to get a little bit more structured what play it was because I was watching Muti live. But he's a good he's a feisty guy, aggressive. You could probably notice his toughness and stuff. He's a smaller guard, but he gets out there on a pull. He has a good first step where he's right on the butt of the center. And if we use him in that way, he's going to be an asset. Plus the toughness and the feistiness he has. he does a little bit of stuff, after the play is over type thing. If that's what you like, if you don't get a penalty, I think it's fine. But if he doesn't really grab or hold or anything like that, but he just a little aggressive. But I like that at alignment. I think you need to have that. So if all in all, if Mutai is a problem, but I think Mutai is a is on the block. As far as guards concerned, he might be number two, but there's a lot of guys behind him that have a swing guard that can do that. And I wanna bring up somebody that first time. I don't know if it's the first or second time on here, but he's a really good dude. I really enjoy talking with him. And Dart, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being on the show.
Hey, Gravy. Hey, Gravy. How are you?
That's not Dart. My boy Mike. That's what. Oh, you got me there, brother.
You got me.
You got me there, brother.
What's up, Gravy?
How you doing, Mike?
Good, my brother. Good, good, good. Continue talking, man. I'm gonna smoke a bowl.
You tricked me there, oh boy. You tricked me there. I thought your Dart comes in like that. You planned that. You planned that, huh? That's a good one.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Dark out there.
I think my mic messed up.
You on that silent or what? I can't hear you.
You hear me, brother?
Yeah, yeah, okay. What are you talking about?
My headphones are tripping.
You're good. Everything good.
You got me?
Yes, sir.
There's always something, man. I tell you the truth. If it ain't the mic, if it ain't the Wi-Fi, it's the mic. If it ain't the mic, it's the headphones. I don't know what the hell.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yes,
Thanks
sir,
for coming
man.
on. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think we're talking about, Mike?
You say you want to see McCormick and shit? That's what you're saying? Gravy?
Mike J, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You can hear me, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me? I feel stupid saying that. Hey, everybody can hear us, or what was going on?
What do you think when we were what I was talking about earlier about Hooper? What's your thing on that?
Yeah, I
You
think
think
he's gonna. I think he's gonna be one of the guys that he's gone, dog. You know what I mean?
you think he can be replaced, or he's the number one?
Nah. Well, I think he could be cut. What do you think? Keep him?
Man, I can't hear you, bro.
Want me to come back on? Jump out, jump back in? They say
Now
they
you
can hear us. They can hear us.
okay? Well, you're coming out like every time it's like like that. My headphones. Okay, we're good now. We're good now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Mike.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You say you want to keep
Okay,
Hooper, huh? You
okay.
want to keep Hooper?
No, I did. I think Hooper's an asset, but these young dudes that we have, bro. The Fed, what's the other guy? guy's name? That other young guy that we got.
Yeah, Mayers.
We got Mayers. We drafted him, this year. But the other guy, there's another guy, Horsted.
Yeah, Horsted. You're right. Yes, sir.
Horsted. With them guys, they're
We only
uh,
can we only could carry three, right,
they're playing
Gravy?
pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna keep three of them with that offense. What's up, Cash Lord? Ray Love, what's going on, man?
Cashflow hasn't tried to run you over yet, Gravy, or what?
Nobody can hear me, huh? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Because
Yeah.
I think that's what I was going to. Raider Fountain, what's going on? Was it cold outside or was it cold in your house? You got it, what, 69
It's,
or something? Or
nah,
that's your
nah,
costume? You trying to,
nah. It's raining. It's raining over here.
that was a good one, Mike. That was a real good one. You
You
look
thought I
just
was
like Dark, bro.
you thought I was dark or what? For real or what?
I thought it was. What does Dark think about that?
Shit, let me go get it. Let the fans see it.
What does everybody think? They said my mic isn't working. So you
Hey,
guys hear me?
if I'm dark, I'm just gonna sit here and look pretty. I ain't gonna say shit, dog. Go ahead, Gravy.
And Dark, come on the show and see if we compare, see who looks better
Yeah. Hey guys.
with a ball head.
I'm
Well,
just
you heard
letting
me
you
say
guys
that.
talk. I'm just letting you guys talk.
What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see more of? I was getting in that Sincere McCormick.
Look, I don't got
Um,
no specific players, but you're right. I mean, it's gonna be obvious. We're gonna have the third and fourth stringers out there, Gravy.
mm,
You know, these motherfuckers are pretty much, on thin ice. A lot of these motherfuckers, dog. I'm pretty sure a lot of these fools they already made up their minds who really they're gonna stay and all that shit. So that's what I was gonna ask you. What do you think? That's the last things that they're looking at right now, Gravy. Like you said, McCormick. What do you think they want to see from McCormick that they haven't seen in the past month? You know what I mean?
well, like I was reiterating it. I think that if McCormick gets if he gets some burn on this game, which I think he has to, because we've been hearing so much juice about this guy, Mike. You know what I mean? We've been hearing every day. Oh, just wait, this and that. I'm not really into that just wait shit, but if it all if a lot of people are saying that, and I kind of got tired of it. We haven't even seen the guy, but wait a minute, he's gonna do this and that. That tape from college, yeah, he was a monster in college, but can he adapt to the pro game? It didn't look like it, and the way they were using him, they used him the first game. You got like a bunch of carries, but that last game, he only got one carry, and
What
that
was
seemed
it?
to me like he was,
Was it his
yeah.
Achilles or his ACL that he fucked up, Gravy? Or
I don't know what his injury. It's been a while, but it was they he was a free agent, and they kept him on the protected list the whole year. So they
yeah,
protected him so nobody could snatch him. So I think, or he was on IR. He was on IR just on kicking back there. But I want to see more of this dude. I think he should play 3/4, a half, and then mix in. I think play too. Zeus should start off. Yeah, I want to see what we're gonna do. We can't just wait on Jacobs. We gotta be ready. So,
you,
but I want to see
and
a lot of Zeus. And it's not the situation where I think with the tight ends is that Zeus is going to lose his job, because in my book, Zeus is better than all of them except for JJ.
and
JJ's leaps and
and like
bounds better.
and like it's always been, man. The players that are gonna play tomorrow, it's just more tape for another 31 teams to look at
Yeah,
you and see
yeah,
what you got. You know what I mean? So, McCormick and all these other guys, the Garbers and all these players that are gonna play tomorrow. I mean, it could be tape for somebody else, man. So, Like it's a good thing, a problem to have in a sense that we're gonna lose somebody that we wanted to stay. So you know that who that player is gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be up to these guys, but like the Drake Thomases and all these other guys, the Boltons. I mean, these guys are on the verge of either in or out. You know what I mean? So it means a lot to them tomorrow, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna have to. They're gonna have to show me. Well, show not me, but Ziegler and Champ. Hey, can this guy produce? And then I watched the game and I seen Drake Thomas, dude. Drake Thomas is he's
He's
gonna be a good
everywhere.
damn
He's
football player.
everywhere. He's
He's
everywhere.
gonna be exactly, bro. He's gonna be a damn good football player. And maybe and then the other surprise is that what I was thinking was that Masterson isn't all there yet. We're assuming that Masterson has this job, but then I bet you he's seen Drake Thomas get 12 tackles on that side. He's like, oh no, you know what I mean? And to the smaller linebacker. But with linebackers, I don't give a shit. As long as you tough and you tackle and you
And
hit linemen, I don't give a shit
understand
how tall you are.
and which gap to hit and you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because with Masterson, I think he has a little advantage because he was just under that system last year. Probably
Hmm.
that's the only thing I can see, Gravy. But this Thomas and Bolton, they're around the ball, they're punching
Yeah.
that motherfucker. They doing something, trying to create
Mhm.
something. Hey,
And
Gravy,
we
for
got we
reals,
got.
for reals, I feel like Meek is on that verge too of not having that much
I
playing
was
time
just gonna
either,
say
dog.
that was my next topic, bro. That was my
For
next
real.
topic.
Yeah.
And why is he meek? Why is he meek on that little bubble right there? It's because of the play that we have now. And then what I think what he's doing, he's not just saying, "Hey, Hobbs, you're just a slot corner. You got to be do everything." He's finally into that stage where he has so many good corners, is that those guys can play slot. Like if you're in a zone play, if you're playing zone, bro, and then you have the say you don't follow him if he goes in motion. It just goes down the. You're in man, follow him, but then Duke Shelley would have to go play slot. And then they just shoot in zone. I want to see how Graham plays man to man all the time. Do we have the corners to do that? And I think Webb Hall and those type guys can do it. They're just super young, and then you're seeing more Webb than you are Hall. But then I'm going, where's Hall at? He shined for us last year, but to your question, bro, I think Amik, it's gonna hurt my feelings. It's gonna hurt my feelings, dude. That's because he did so much, and then you get all these youngsters in there, and then Amik, you know what I mean? But I know for a fact that Amik's gonna make a team, or maybe I think it'll be disrespectful if Amik goes to the practice squad. He either makes a team or he's playing somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Right. Right.
You know,
Yeah, we can't do
I
him that
I think so.
dirty. We can't do him that dirty. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, it's up if nobody picks him up, because what I said earlier, bro, is that when you get cut on Tuesday, when you find out you're cut, every team could get you. And if you let like if Amik's still there, I'm pretty sure the Raiders will get him back and put him on the practice squad. And then
They go
he'll
through the
work his
wires.
little way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go through that. Every team has a chance to get him. And I think we have players that could be. It's just it's crazy decision that these guys have to make. Finally, we got good football players, instead of just the number one guy. You got this guy's backing up and he's pushing, like Koontz, Koontz. What if they're looking at, Farrell or somebody else out there to play outside and say, well, he's younger than Koontz, and he doesn't do stupid shit because I guess he was in a doghouse. I don't know, whatever, but that just that beginning stage of how he went with McDaniels probably didn't forget it. You know what I mean? He crazy. So, and I don't think maybe it was hitting the quarterback, but he get over it. The dude's not here anymore. But Coons played better in a game, a preseason game, and maybe he's practicing better and things like that, shoot, Coach will be too. That's a decision he has to make.
Hey,
And I don't.
Graven, and I think Coons might make the team just because of we don't know how Chandler Jones, we don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? We don't know what's going on with that. We don't know if he's not even hurt or not. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they might stick around just because of that, dog. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
You know, Coach was a layover, and I think because of that, you know, they don't have nothing to do. They don't have no anything to do with Coons. You know what I mean? They didn't draft Coons. You know, they didn't pick him on free agency. So Coons is just
Potential's
the
there
other
though, man.
regime
I just think against the
is there.
run he sucks, but like a third down, fucking go get him. You know, go get the quarterback type of situation. That motherfucker will.
He's
You know
a
what I mean?
monster. Bro.
Yeah.
He's a monster, and he has that drive to get home. You know, you rarely see him miss sacks or over pursue sacks, kind of like what Chandler does. And that's one thing about Farrell. I mean, Rochelle does too. He has some good little pass rushers in there. And then if this dude, if Wilson is what everybody says he is, that's you're stacked, bro. You don't even need Coons.
Damn, Gravy.
If Wilson comes back and is on fire, they'll probably drop Coons like that. We see Wilson this game. You know, I don't know if we will or not, but if he goes up, one of those good dudes are going to be out of there, or they might just replace him with, you know, for Chandler. But Kuntz doesn't play on that side. I always see Kuntz behind Crosby, and Crosby's going to be there for years, bro. So he's abilities, but he's not going to be able to take over Crosby's job unless Crosby gets hurt. You know, I hope he doesn't,
But even
that's
like
the
if
unfortunate. Go ahead, bro.
I think
Speak up.
even like not just even thinking of the matchup in week one, you know what I mean? We dominate and be a run stopping team, Gravy, and then you know third down, you know you let these motherfuckers eat. So on first and second down, you know what I mean? It creates that situation for us to go and eat, man. So hopefully, you know, all this shit comes together, like what you're saying that. Like what you're saying, shit. We might not even need Coons, like what you're saying, but
Mm-hmm.
what about if Chandler Jones and them you know, that fool Wilson's not ready? We might have to keep this motherfucker, dog.
He better be ready, bro. Cause I don't want. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Picking players that are hurt, and you got to wait till 6 games. You got to make an impact now. I ain't down for potential. I'm down. What can you do right now?
But
That's what the
I trust this team though, Grave. If it would have been like a Mayock, I would have probably said yes right now. But I am 60-40. Like it was a fucked up, stupid ass pick, dog. But in a sense that we're just drafted on a wall. Every draft pick is on potential, but with this guy's foot, man, you never know. You just never know, man. What you have in the
so.
background? The TV, Gravy?
What do you say?
You have the TV in the background?
You know, the TV's right in front of me. I got two of them right here. I'm looking at me and you right now. That's just a bunch of like posters and bullshit back in the day. They just pin it up and stuff. It's all old stuff. I got I got kickback. That's Low. Low's been here before.
Yeah, Hollywood
Had
Low.
a little DJ setup. Did you over here
Hollywood
at the
Low.
side? You in here, bro? Back in the we used to can't get out, bro. All nighters.
Ah,
You know how that goes.
that's right.
You know how it goes. But yeah, I'm concerned with that as far as Kuntz. You brought up a great one with Amik. You know, I'm gonna be real not mad, but hey, I hope Amik does well. That's one of the few guys I would say I hope he does well somewhere else because he deserves it. You know, he fought his
And,
way in that lineup.
and I know you don't want to talk about the offensive line. You think that's set? You think that's set? You think somebody's still fighting, Gravy?
Yeah, I think I think the starting five is set, but the backups are the ones that are going at it. You got
Wagner.
everybody's down on Bars, and I think Bars is gonna make the team, but he's the
He was
one.
he was all right. He was all right
Moody,
last
yeah, he helped us. He helped us get open up some holes, but it's just different when you have Zaire than Jacob. They're two different runners, and that might be we might blame the offensive line for what Zamir does, having JJ, because JJ makes that offensive line look good, and then they make JJ look good, so it goes vice versa. Yeah, I feel like the offensive line has to do their job to make Zamir look good. You know what I mean? He has to. The hole has to be open. JJ will make his own hole. He'll blast through that hole fast. And Zamir has the speed to do that, bro. He has,
yeah.
he's faster than JJ, but he's just he doesn't deliver punishment. I like guys that to put their shoulders down and deliver punishment. So if he can't do that, then we're gonna have a big problem back there, bro. And I hope it's not. I hope JJ comes back because that'll ease all of our minds about that. We won't talk about the running back unless the dude gets hurt. You know what
You
I
don't
mean?
think the offense will run a little? I mean, I love Josh Jacobs, Gravy, but don't you think we'll come at teams a little differently without that ball dominance, knowing that we have to go to Josh Jacobs this amount of times? It will kind of open it up more. You don't think the passing game?
Yep. Got my boy Dirty Low in the house.
What up?
All
What
right,
up? What up?
all right, man. See you guys later, then, man.
Oh, fuck, I'm
the
not.
the Luncho number one Sancho's in the house right here. The
Easy.
number one Sancho in the nation right here.
Easy. Relax.
He's going aggressive already, dog. Damn.
Ready.
Yeah. You see what
You give me some
you
red
did you see
Kool-Aid
what my
right
homeboy
quick.
did to me this morning? Did you see what my homeboy did to me at the beginning of the show?
No.
Look at his name when it says on his name. How I did it?
Well, yeah, take the thing off.
What
Take
thing?
the comment off. I'll show you.
Okay.
No, I didn't see what he put.
I'll put how do I highlight that?
Hey, shout out to everybody in the building. I see Dark in the building, Afakasi, Bray Love,
Yeah.
Ash
My
Lord.
boy, Dark, boy.
Yep. Who else in the building? Ozzy's in the building. Who else? That's it. That's all I see right now. Shout out to
Anyways,
everybody.
you have to show me how to. Well, anyways, his name is he put his name out. He put his name out as Dark, right? And does that look like Dark right there?
Yeah.
I said, first time on my show, homeboy Dark, and then he pulls his. I go, that ain't Dark. And you tricked me, bro. Got me.
What's going on, fellas?
Nah,
Trying to see who's on the
Mike had a-
verge, man.
Mike had a great question. He was talking about the offensive line and how we're gonna adjust to Zamir, and instead of Josh Jacobs being fully 100%, and then will we have to do extra for it? Isn't that right,
No.
Mike? Isn't that what you kind of?
I don't think
in a
we're gonna have to
nutshell?
do anything. I
Oh,
mean,
go ahead
really.
Go ahead and say it again, Mike. Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
No.
good ask me.
No. In the sense that if our offensive line is set, and Gravy's saying it's set, our five, he's saying that the backups there's a battle still, and that's the question, Mutai, is it Wagner, Bars,
Well, Bars, from my understanding, Bars is starting. Let me just pull it up.
Van Rotten,
Van Rotten's actually not playing too bad, but
They're they have to be, in my book, lingering around, Mike. When you have the rotation lingering around like they did like game 6, like last year, you're gonna have problems with the running game. And they finally got set in the middle of the season, and that's something that I don't think you have to do. You can't do that.
So the starters right now are Cole Miller, Dylan Parham, Andre James, Alex Bars, and Illuminor. I seen a little report on Luminary saying that they're going to be on this year. You know what I mean? And the same thing with Bars. Bars actually earned a spot to start, and Natane Moody, and then Grasu, and then Van Rotten and Thayer Munford started last week. So did Heron. Heron had one Heron or whatever.
Hey, Ron.
Heron,
I
whatever it
say
is.
Heron.
Heron,
I say Heron.
But he's already kind of banged up, and now that Parker's gone, so that's one guy that's left out in the cold. So I think Meredith, Gurman, and Curtis ain't gonna make it, and it's gonna either be between Van Rotten and Wagner. I think Wagner is better. You know what I mean? Personally, just because of the size. If you watch him, he doesn't really have to move as much. If he could turn around and maybe be more versatile instead of just just in case, just as a backup, that's going to be a good thing. Because I felt like Heron.
Are you saying at tackle?
Yeah, because
or at guard.
Tackle. No, he's tackle. Yeah, you don't need that big guy as a guard.
Nah,
he's a small guy.
They tried him at guard. They tried him at guard, and he's just too big for that. But what about Curtis?
I'm not
Curtis
really
got in.
Yeah, I didn't see much of him, to be honest with you. We're going to see a lot more next week. I know Mumford's our right tackle. I know that, Ozzy.
Yeah.
I know that guy is going to be good. I mean, they picked him. He just needs a little bit more footwork, and that's going to be cool right there. But as far as the offensive line, and I mean, if you really look at it, they made some big holes, bro. They made some big holes. So regardless of whoever's going to be running the ball, whether it be Zamir, Bolton, Amir, as long as they can follow the blocks and understand the scheme, they're going to be all right. Because
that's the big thing, though, Lo. I mean, those holes can be there, but these motherfuckers need to start hitting that motherfucker, man. Zamir White, yes, he's starting to find that little hole, but like a lot of people say, he is getting a little hit and already coming down too fast. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like that little arm tackles, he should be bursting through them motherfuckers. But I think it'll come with more and more and more reps. So hopefully, like Gravy loves to say, he needs these running backs to be pounded in the thighs. So, hey man, get these guys going. You know what I mean?
I think Zamir has plenty of thigh power. He's calloused up. He's calloused. Yeah, he's calloused up. So if JJ comes in, and I doubt if he's gonna have an impact on that first game.
Oh no, he's not. I mean,
we need him for the Bills anyway. We need him week 2. We need him week 2.
I would play him, but I wouldn't. He would be limited, just to get. You shouldn't have to. I just think that all this ordeal is bullshit right now. But it's long overdue for him to be in camp already.
Shout out to Sean Johnson.
This is what I said, though.
Johnson.
I was gonna say that. Sean Johnson, man.
He sent me something that Jacobs put up. He put money is no longer the root of evil. Attention is. So now he's not talking about money.
Barely saying that now.
Say that again?
He's barely saying that now. He's barely saying that.
Yeah, and that's where it's like, I think he's just fucking with us at this point. You know what I mean? Then I seen a report that they might go for Jonathan Taylor because Jonathan Taylor, actually younger, has more yards and didn't have a good offensive line to get that running game going. He had to do it all on his own. I think it'll be better of investment to get Jonathan Taylor because, I mean, he's still on his rookie contract. So was Jacobs. But I don't want that. I want Jacobs to be here. But I mean, fuck. We need the bullshit to stop already, bro.
Yeah, dog. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
You're
it's a lot of
you're in
attention
the
to a
same
running
boat.
back, man. It's a lot of attention to a running back that it really don't happen really in the NFL. I mean, Josh Jacobs, yes, man, he's earned this attention a little bit, but hey, come on, dog. Like, come on, dog. Hey, it's crazy. We're gonna play Trey Lance tomorrow too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ain't
Two
that a
times.
bitch? Breaking news! Breaking news today. Traded to Dallas Cowboys. I guess
Jesus.
they said a mid-round pick. The
That's
dude
crazy.
they gave up 3 first rounds and got a mid-round pick for this guy. Now tell me if that's worse than Jamarcus Russell. We're out of that fucking conversation now.
Oh, I don't even.
That was what
Who?
20-something years ago.
Who you talking about?
Facts.
Yeah.
Trey
I could bring up his
Lance.
name now because he ain't number one.
Trey Lance.
No, I was
I
talking
say
about.
Trey
Oh,
Lance.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Trey
Yeah.
Lance was the San Francisco 49ers. We gotta say that shit. We gotta make them feel like shit. They ain't getting no bust. I don't see no bust type shit for these that's a fuck up, dude. 3 number 1 picks. We
Yeah.
just paid Jamarcus Russell and picked him. They traded 3 number 1 picks for the and I don't know if it was during Shanahan's era or the new GM's era, but that's got to be the worst pick in NFL history.
Nah. There's Sam Bradford. There's you know what I mean? Sam Bradford didn't do nothing.
His job. Sam Bradford took his job.
Took whose job?
Sam Bradford took Trey Lance's.
Sam
Sam
Darnold.
Bradford
You're
played
talking
for the
about Sam
49ers.
Darnold. I'm talking about
Oh.
Sam Bradford. Yeah, you're talking about a totally different
Oh,
guy.
my bad.
That's all
Nah,
I was
that's
thinking.
worse.
Like,
That's worse.
nah.
Sam
That's why
Darnold's
I got so
look.
much smoke.
Sam Darnold. Everyone was talking shit about him. If you go back and watch his play, I don't like the way he looks. Like he looks like the villain from fucking Incredibles, the first one. But for me, bro, like he's actually a good baller. He could play. Like he just was stuck at the fucking Jets. They didn't have nobody there with them. You know what I'm saying? He had
Nah, he just turns over the ball at the wrong times, that guy, man.
Yeah, well, because he has nobody fucking blocking for him, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I could see Sam Darnold better, but Trey Lance wasn't gonna do shit, bro. I always knew that, and that's where like a lot of people will say, "Oh, we need a guy like fucking Richardson. We need a guy like Trey Lance, mobile." Nah, you don't need that. You need a fucking quarterback to play the fucking quarterback position. Everyone's trying to make these superstar athletes into Cam Newtons and fucking Lamar Jackson. There's only one Lamar Jackson, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's only those guys that very rarely come out. They're trying to produce
And he's
them.
always hurt.
Yeah, they're trying to produce them, right? But they're trying to produce them.
Who they try to be like?
Huh?
Who are they trying to be like? All them trying to be like Michael Vick.
But see, Michael Vick was different.
He's trying to be like Jamarcus Russell. What you talking about, Gravy?
Yeah,
Jamarcus Russell could stand on his ass and throw the ball 90 yards.
That's what sold out Davis.
It stand on his ass, and he could throw 90
yards.
We didn't give up 3 number 1 picks for him.
Yes,
that's hurting the 49ers, and they haven't even got the midst of that decision yet.
They ain't gonna hurt that much though, too, Gravy, in the sense that their team is a little bit built though. You know, I think if they were like a 3-13 team and these things were happening, I think it looks that way. Even though I hate the shit out of them too, and it makes me happy that this shit has happened.
I'm glad it happened,
but they have drafted well. Something that I think we're starting to do now is draft a little bit well. We're starting to get at least 3 out of like the 7-10 picks. At least 3 of them are starting to come out to be a little bit something. So, you know, hopefully moving forward, man, with these guys, like I feel like that fool Matthew Butler's, that fool's on the verge of getting fucking Wilkerson. That fool's playing for his contract tomorrow too, the wide receiver.
Yeah, look what Cash.
Yeah,
man, I like the football coming out of Lowe's mouth. Boy, he got it. I'm teaching you things, bro. Shit.
So, dude, no, you're not. You're not.
Anyway, I want to bring in my homeboy, one of the best creators.
The Russian mafia mobster.
for full
Nah,
decorated.
Rock-
The king of 420, my homeboy Ray the Gabe. What's up,
Hey,
Gabe?
what up?
Gay.
What's
I
cracking,
thought it
my
was
What's
brother?
Cash
cracking?
Lord. I thought it was Cash Lord, like the Russian mafia.
The Russian mafia.
Nah, he's not.
Are you
Kessler
talking to me,
don't
guys?
have
I'm
social
talking to you.
media. Kessler
What's
don't
up,
have
Gabe?
social-
Chilling.
What we smoking on today, big boy?
Let's see some Chapo OG.
Chapo.
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 El Guapo. El Guapo OG.
Guapo. El Guapo.
That shit ain't in though. That shit out though.
Yeah, pretty bar.
I was looking at what Cash said. He said Terrell Pryor had a better career than Trey Lance. Stop playing. Yeah, I agree.
For real.
Yep.
Even as a
Terrell
receiver.
Pryor.
shit.
Terrell
Yeah,
Pryor
that
is
was
one. Yeah.
But you know, as much embarrassment we get for getting Russell and all these, you can even put fucking that guy from Ohio State that flashed out the guns, and we're always in those conversations. This is bad for the 49ers, bro. How come they don't get capped on and shit about it? They'll just
Oh,
be
yeah.
on Sports Center. Oh, they gave up 3 picks and then go to a commercial. There's documentaries about fucking Jamarcus Russell and people that we pick. They got to make you know what? We should get CG out here. CG's watching to come out here and explain this decision that the 49ers did.
All we know is Purdy goes down, they fucked.
They jacked her. You muted.
This is the Raiders outsiders, bro. Man, fuck the Niners, dog. Respectfully, I'm not even worried about those guys. Fuck them, bro.
But I want to shine the light, bro. I want to shine the light that finally we're not the one talking about making mistakes. You know what I mean?
There's a guy.
They get it in the ass too.
There's a guy that I talk to every
That's
time I
enough.
go to the VA. When I go to the VA, he's a greeter, right? I've known him for years, man. Every time I talk to him, he always sees me in Raider gear. He always has Niner gear. Solid ass dude. His name's Charles. So every time when I see him, I dap him up and shit like that. I was at the VA today and I turned around seeing him. I was like, hey, bro, I haven't seen you since, for a minute, bro. Like, I was like, what's up with your boy Trey Lance? He's like, man, I don't even know. This is before he got traded. And I was just like, man, you got Purdy over there, and then you got Sam Darnold, bro. I said, I think he's gonna be out of it. You know what I mean? He kind of started laughing. He's like, I don't know. I was like, hey, man, I do got a question for you. I was like, what's up with Jimmy G? What do you think about Jimmy G? He goes, you're gonna win some playoff games. That's the first thing he said. You're gonna win some playoff games. I'm like, all right, cool. That's all I needed to know. And he's like, but then he follows up with what everybody follows up with: if he can stay healthy.
Hey, now who gives a fuck? We got Aiden O'Connell, baby.
Yeah, bro.
Shit, week to week, let's go.
Have you heard the story about this kid, man?
Okay, healthy.
He's
Yeah.
6 years in college. Something happened. I didn't get the whole thing, but he started 3 out of his last 6 years, right? He was, when he came in to Purdue, he was 8th on the depth chart. 8th, bro.
Eighth string.
Dog.
8th string quarterback.
In
The
9
walk-on.
years, you never did that for Carr, dog.
Fuck no.
So he's a super senior, bro. Super senior in college, bro. No COVID or nothing. He just super. He just.
You guys have the same
How
mustache,
the hell,
you and
how
O'Connell.
you in
bro.
college for? How the hell you in college for 7 years? He better be a good quarterback. If he's fucking been in college for fucking 7 years.
Yeah. I got
Nah,
a haircut today and fucking I told my barber because I said he looks like his ass. He's like, let me show a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Showed him a picture of Farva. He's like, oh, okay.
A lot of people don't get that shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Gabe, what's going on, man? We've been having the discussion about who do you think? I think since Sarah McCormick is going to get at least about 3/4, a bunch of carries. And do you think that he's doing it for nothing, or do you think or you think he's gone?
Sincere?
What do you think about that?
I think Sincere, dog, needs to show a lot tomorrow. Because I really do think that we're going to keep Abdullah. And then we're going to keep for sure Zamir. And then you got Jacob Johnson. He's taking up a like a spot back there too. And then you got who else are you gonna
Britton
keep?
Brown.
You're gonna keep Brent Brown?
Nah,
You
he
haven't seen
gone.
shit from him. You
Yeah,
haven't
he
seen shit
gone.
from him all preseason. I think the one that's probably gonna get like maybe some play tomorrow to see if he has a chance to stay on the team is maybe Damian Williams. But Sincere, I think, has to for sure ball out tomorrow, man, to at least assure himself, because with the amount of cuts that are gonna be, going on, I think next week too, that's just gonna, if you don't, even if he like ends up sticking around maybe till Tuesday, he's still, I think, at risk to, with all the other cuts to see if, like, 'cause if they take I think Ziegler was talking about that in his press conference with Champ.
Mhm. That was a
That
good.
like
That was a good press conference.
they're
It was
gonna
real
be
good.
they're going to be evaluating, all the other teams. You know what I mean? They're going to be evaluating all the other cuts from all the other teams, just like we were talking about. You know what I mean? So I think even if Sincere makes it past Monday and he gets there to Tuesday, I think that he's still at risk of maybe not making the actual 53 when it's week 1.
Lo, what do you think on that about Sincere? What do you think about Sincere, bro? We haven't
I
really
think
talked
Sincere's
about
too
this.
small. There is an echo. I personally
Gravy
think
needs to turn off his TV in the back.
lower your microphone or you have the TV or something. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sincere for me, bro. He's a fourth string, man. He's fourth string, bro. Like, there's no point in like, oh, he's gonna be the guy, bro. He's not. He's not gonna be that guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry to say, bro. Like, look, everyone's hoping and wishing and like, wishing on the star, bro. Come on, we got to be somewhat realistic, bro. The top three that we got aren't good. And what are we gonna do? Carry 4 or 5 running backs, bro? You think Bolton's gonna get most of the job? They're gonna give it to White.
Put some respect on my boy Bolden, dog.
I don't know why he's still
comeback player of the year, baby. Let's go.
So I don't know why.
He's our Zach Crockett, baby. Goal line, baby. Shit.
So look,
you saw how he went through that little hole, like beep, 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 touchdown.
I'm not saying that he can't be whatever he is or what he could possibly be, but it depends on where they're going to use him at. If you put him in, you're not going to have him running up the middle. You're not going to have him running no traps. He ain't going heads up with nobody. So then that means he's going to go on the outside. And if he's going to go on the outside, they're going to be prepared for that because his ass too small to get through that. Then they're going to end up passing the ball to the outside and just throw him like, little out routes or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? And that's just like, to me, that's like a recipe for disaster, bro. Because it makes them one dimensional. Just like remember when we had Richard? What happens when Richard came in passing the ball? When did he run it? He had one good run, and they were so thrown off by it, he ran 29 yards, bro. You know what I mean? He's basically the same kind of size guy. I'm not saying, the guy didn't earn the spot or anything like that, bro, but there's no way. There's no way that this guy's going to be like our top running back. There's no way in this year that it's going to say Sincere McCormick is going to have 1,000 yards. There's no fucking way. And if they're not going to give me 1,000 yards, I don't want to hear nothing about him. Respectfully, like,
I think at best McCormick can probably be what Rashard was. You know what I mean? At best, because I just don't think. Because right now he's not what Rashard was. You know what I mean? Because right now he's not even what Rashard
was. I was pissed because Rashard was good at blocking in the backfield.
Rashard was good all the ways around. What Gruden was trying to do with those two guys was the two scat back matching. He needed that slammer, bro, and then he did have him with Josh Jacobs. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs a little bit smaller, but like even if you go back to where he had Wheatley and he had a couple other guys that are pretty quick. And Wheatley was the fucking guy, like he was the slammer that he wanted,
Hey, you think he signs by Tuesday, Jacobs, or no? I know.
At this point, bro,
he better.
If he doesn't fucking sign, bro, it's gonna. At this point, I think he's gonna. If he does sign, they might trade his ass.
I'm tired of this shit already.
I'll trade his ass to the Colts and give fucking Jonathan Taylor some money, bro.
We should have got Simmons, for a 7th round pick. Shit, dog. Arizona's just selling out right now, dog. Who else is good over there? We should go get Baker, dog. Give him Morick.
Nah. Well, Yeah.
Buda Baker, dog, go get that motherfucker, dog.
I'll take that dude for a
was-
safety. He legit.
Oh,
He's
man.
legit tough motherfucker. He
Yeah,
ain't
'cause
he ain't suspect like Morris.
Arizona's tanking, but not tanking. You know what I mean? Shit.
So Coolcat, look, check this out. This is where I got to throw a little bit of a monkey wrench on Coolcat's idea. Cut
Oh.
Jacob Johnson, no fullbacks this season. With the running back that you have and establish the running game, we're gonna need him. We're gonna need him. He's gonna have to be that slammer to where these little guys can get through. Because even if you watch Zamir, right, Zamir on this one run, bro, he had this fucking wide open hole. All he had to do was chop. He hesitated and he could have bounced to the outside. He doesn't have that ability to see that and jump out. You know what I mean? Even the fucking safety that was coming down, he was over pursuing. He could have bounced out to the outside, but he doesn't have that, like that mentality or the skills to actually.
Mayor's got his ass kicked to that fucking play.
Yeah, and he got.
You can't.
Too, bro.
He's way better. He's way better than any tight end we got at blocking as a fullback. So
I'll take Fournette.
I
would take Fournette with these guys.
Easy.
I would take Fournette. Listen, this is why. Think about it. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a fucking baller. You need him for his presence. And another thing too, like I keep on saying, bro.
Be
like
our Corey Dillon or what?
Nah, not a Corey Dillon. Nah, you don't see that with this offense. You don't need to give Jacobs the ball this much. That's why I was so pissed off that he's not here, because he's not going to have the ball as much because of the way this offense is built. Last year, fucking Carr couldn't fucking figure whatever this system was out, try to do his own thing, and he basically gave the ball to Jacobs. You know what I mean? Because that was the only thing we could fucking do. 49% of the time, bro. Come on. So if you have somebody like a Fournette that's going to be cheap, that knows the system because he played 2 years with fucking Tom Brady, and this is the system. He will come over here, he'll get some fucking money, and he has the other three backs to be them scat backs. You kind of have Zamir to come in to do whatever he needs to do. Then you got fucking you have Amir Abdullah and Brandon Bolden. Bolden is known for fucking catching passes out the backfield. Same thing with Abdullah. So I mean that's a smart move. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm just saying I'm looking at logical. I'm not looking at like this fourth-string guy that's never really fucking played a first, of all first team, you know what I mean? And then he scored that touchdown, or Bolden even scored that touchdown, bro. If against the Rams up the middle, bro, if Aaron Donald was there, bro, he wasn't going nowhere. That's what it got wrapped up. So, we got to really just actually think of who's out there, who's going to be available, bro, to actually be effective in this system. Josh Jacobs wants the money. See, Josh Jacobs could get the ball at least like 35% of the time, a third of the time, and he's getting paid more money than he's ever have for one fucking year, because that's the way the system's set up. So
damn, those on it today.
Damn.
Shit, Sincere McCormick is cut.
Low
Sincere McCormick is cut, dude. He's not even on the team anymore. He got his ass waived today.
An asshole.
Hey, you know what? Let's do it. Cut them all again, bro. Fucking cut the whole team.
Get what's his name?
Getting me horny
Jonathan
moving
Taylor.
them legs like that, man.
Get rid of Josh Jacobs and get Jonathan Taylor.
Easy.
Get the fullback.
Easy.
Get the fullback. Have a
God,
tight
that's
end
to
in
put the
there.
fucking camera up. Fuck.
That's going back to all the old
Lo está calentando el cabrón. Cálate.
me. I can't be on the live, bro. So you get a chance to do that. But that's a great point,
Nah, but
though. I dig that point, bro.
Thank you.
I wouldn't even go in mind and going to go check out fucking Kareem Hunt too, dog. He's a fucking free agent stuff.
That's a good one.
That's another
That's a
good
good
one
one
too. Yeah.
too, Gabe. That's a good one. I would rather do Kareem Hunt because it looks like he wouldn't mind it because he's adjustable and he'll take the money and he'll do anything just about to just to produce.
Yeah.
And that's the type guy that we
Salute Nutty.
Nutty Ready Nate, what up, bro? Nutty saying that
Nutty Ready Nate,
Mutai
thank you,
beat up Aaron Donald on the first play of practice. I get it's practice. We talking practice? No, I'm just fucking around. Shout out Nate. But now, like,
but
that's
see, I
the only
disagree
place
with that
their
point.
showcase right now, though. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
because Aaron Donald ain't the Aaron Donald he used to be either. So you don't really know if he would have got Bolden or not. You know what I mean? He's not. He ain't the same dude. You know, he was contemplating retiring 2 years ago, and then this year.
How many
guess
of them
that's
fat
where he gets
motherfuckers
most
are we supposed to keep, Gravy, of the line? 8 or
I think we're going 9 or 10, though.
9?
The
Oh shit!
offensive line?
Oh shit!
10.
Yeah.
10.
Oh
Offensive
shit!
line, yeah.
Okay.
Well, offensive line, you figure that's 10, 10.
That's
Yeah,
what
you
we
about
carried
9.
last year.
Yeah, we need about
That's
9,
what we
10.
about
Yeah.
carried last
So
year.
we're gonna keep a lot of these fools then. Oh yeah.
Yep,
Oh
so-
yeah.
See,
Not
this
too
the
much.
only-
Not
tough
too
to
much
see.
battle.
This is the only thing that kind of scares me a little bit. There's only 2 left tackles. And one of them came off Pro Bowl season, and the other one came off an injury for 2 weeks. He was with us.
He's saying Miller's a little banged up, huh?
No. He's a Pro Bowl left tackle. He just didn't get the nod and shit like that. But Heron came in. Heron came in for 2 weeks and got fucking injured and was played 3 plays, and that was it. And now he's back on the field again. Yeah, I don't see that guy actually doing it.
Parker
So
was
it's
one.
yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a little like I don't know. It's
That's
just
the reason why I think Dalton Wagner has a good chance of making it, though, because you
Yeah.
have I think that'll be your 4th fucking tackle. That'll be your 4th tackle right there, because you'll have Illuminor, Mumford, Miller, and then I would go with Dalton. I would go with Dalton, but
yeah. But you
other
need
than
but
other-
you
So
need
you
Nebraska-
go, you would take Wagner on the right side starting, Gabe.
no,
Or would you
not
take
starting
No.
to back up, because I think on the right side it's gonna be Illuminor for most likely Illuminor for sure. At this point, you know what I mean, with Parker, you know, getting pretty much cut, and then you just got. I just don't think that nobody's really emerged. I think a Mumford is kind of right behind him, but I think Illuminor has kind of made his name for himself in this training camp. Hopefully he can get a nip it in the bud, fucking for the penalties, pretty much, dog. But I
Get
think
this
at
fat ass
the
up.
other tackle, you're gonna have to have somebody at least. And I think you have a less of a worry, because I think Colton Miller is kind of solid. He's out there most of the time. He doesn't really have any injury like history type like too much. So like I think having Dalton Wagner back there, kind of and back behind Colton would kind of is a little bit of security. You know what I mean? It's just like an emergency type of tackle, and he can still be learning with the actual team. You know what I mean? The actual starting 53.
For me, I would throw Mumford because he's still young. And I think, and I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I thought Mumford played left tackle when he got moved to right tackle, but he was initially a left tackle. So if you move up Wagner, you know what I mean, then you got Luminor and Wagner on the right, and then you got Colton Miller and Mumford on the left. But I think Illuminor can play left too.
Check out Ozzy's prediction here.
Curtis Wagner
Yeah.
will be okay.
He
Yeah,
says
he's another
both those
tackle.
young
He's
guys
another-
are free agents.
Brendan Curtis, another tackle that's on that kind of the outside looking in. It's just that it's so much tackles, you know what I mean? Because you still need guards. You still probably. The only reason I don't think you might not hold a backup center is because of Dylan Parham, but you're still gonna need Dylan Parham. You're still gonna need most likely like a Bars, Muti, Van Rotten. You know what I mean? So those you got another 4 guys right there. You know what I mean? Then you still got your center in James. So it's like just right there is like 5 or 6 guys, and then you keep 4 tackles. I mean, there's just 10 guys right there. I don't think they're keeping more than that. I think you even have a chance of keeping 9. So it's gonna be pretty tough. It's still gonna be pretty tough. Like it's most of them are gonna make the team, but the hard cuts are gonna be like those guys on the fringe, like McClendon Curtis, like Dalton Wagner, like you know what I mean, like Van Rotten, like those type of guys, Muti. I think all those guys are gonna get a lot of playing time this week, and those guys are gonna be, whoever emerges, though, whoever Heron, Justin Heron, especially too. You know what I mean, like that. Those guys are all gonna see what they can do, dog. Horson Grasu, whatever his fucking name is. See if he can
think Heron's gonna
do
start.
some.
I think Heron's gonna start left tackle 1 before
This week?
Parham does. Just to get the look at him. I think besides Miller, and James. I think all them guys are going to play. They should play,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
especially the younger guys. The younger guys, Wagner and Curtis. They need to get in there because if you got guys that big or that solid, what I've seen, solid guys that are just minor adjustments they could get during practice or during the season, they could blossom into good offensive linemen, man. And
So
they
Sean
need the
sent me some.
reps. They need the
Sean
reps.
sent. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
So I don't know where Sean sent this from, but he said, Greg Van Rotten, this is what a grown man actually looks like. He can make other grown men move in the direction that they don't want to go. Greg will be starting right guard upcoming season based on what he's been doing.
Well, okay.
So
So he gets leverage. I think
yeah,
I've heard about Van. He has.
I
good
haven't looked at
leverage.
him, so I'll be checking him out during this game coming up. But
I
I'm
think
trying
he's
to
gonna
find
be
some.
that right guard is between a lot of people, dog. You know, you got
Yeah.
you got him, you got what's his name? Bars, you got Muti, you got a lot of guys battling for that fucking right guard spot, dog. So it's gonna be pretty tough. But I think whoever emerges will be. I think the one guy that has maybe a kind of a maybe like a little bit of an advantage is maybe Bars, just because I think the coaching staff kind of maybe wants to stay with the same type of lineup maybe for continuity. But I think Van Ryan does have a good chance though of maybe disrupting that. But I just think because of the similarity, like just having the same guys, you know what I mean, the same unit back and working together, I think that might entice the coaching staff to try that out at the beginning of the season. But I think those guys are really on the outside, like kind of very close to being on that field though, like Muti, Van Rotten, and all those guys are like even Mumford at right tackle. I think the reason why they are going with the Luminor is because of that same reason that I'm kind of alluding to. Like I think they want to have the same guys, the same starting five.
So check this out.
I
Sean
think
sent me
Mookie.
another thing. Go ahead.
I think Muti is Parham's backer, right there.
So
Definitely.
as of right now against the Rams, well, Dalton Wagner, 2 pressures allowed. Horsted, 1 pressure. Andre James, 1 pressure, 1 hit. Heroin, 1 pressure, 1 hurry. Muti, 1 pressure, 1 hit. Thayer Mumford, Illuminor, Grasu, Meredith, and Alec Bars post 0 pressures or sacks over 25 pass blocking attempts.
And Justin Heron, you got to add a fucking a big holding penalty too.
Yep.
I forgot about Meredith.
And
Yep.
Parker's sorry ass is a good thing that there's another spot for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Worst offensive lineman in football to me.
Good God, bro.
He's just big.
So,
But
I mean,
it's exciting. It's exciting to see that we have so many good guys on that offensive line than pertaining last year. You know, when we were mixing dudes up. That solidification that Sean sent you was exactly what I visioned in my head, the offensive line looking like from the get-go, with the backups being the same too. And those other guys are just second and third. You got to have swing guys that can play tackle and guard. And then, if we just had our running back, I would feel, hey, we could win maybe 2, 3, 4 extra games because of this set offensive line. But we just are iffy if Zamir can work behind these guys. If the holes open up and can he bust through there? Or why are you saving it? Because you didn't
I
really
think if they don't get-
explode. You didn't really explode in the preseason to me.
yeah.
I think if Jacobs is not here by Tuesday, dog, they really do go out and check out. I think they've been waiting this whole time to see if he's going to show up by the last cuts. And if he doesn't, I think they're not going to wait around. I think after Tuesday, if you don't see, I think if they don't see what they want out of Zamir this week or the backs that they have, I think they will go out and sign like somebody like we were talking about earlier, though.
Kareem Hunt. There's Kareem Hunt. There's Fournette. Let me see the list of free agent running backs. I just want somebody that can be effective, bro. You know what
I
I
like
mean? Just
Kareem
moving
Hunt.
forward. Let me see
I
real
think
quick.
Kareem Hunt will be
I
better.
think he'll be a good fit
better
on
off.
this offense. I
I think
think
so
he'll be
too.
a good fit on this offense. But he's
I never
patient,
thought
dog.
of
And
that.
like I don't know.
So check this out. So Kareem Hunt, McKissick, Fournette. Fournette's at the top of the league. Okay. Fournette's 28 years old, bro. That's a grown man right there, bro. Like, I wouldn't mind him being here at all. And then there's like Rex
How old is,
Burkhead.
That's
would probably
old.
want
That's
How
old
old is
for running
Kareem?
backs. As far as running backs are
28
concerned, bro.
too.
That's bang.
Oh, he's
That's
28 too?
banged up.
But we don't need him. Look, this is the thing. So obviously we got a backup quarterback. If Jimmy G needs to do what he has to do to stay fucking focused to be here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you really, really look at it, the youngest running back right now is BJ Baylor, Jared Patterson, and you guys don't even know who these guys are. Roundtree the second and Tyreek McAllister.
Hey, Lo, but after Tuesday, they're gonna waive a lot of good running backs. Like in Philadelphia,
Yeah,
they got a good
that's
little
what I was
running
talking
back
about.
room that they're gonna release people. So
Yeah, well, that's another
yeah,
thing too. So, but like for me, like
That's why I'm saying
Fournette is the.
if you don't check
Push.
in by Tuesday, I think they're really gonna go out and take a real look at one of these running backs, though.
And you know what his market value is? 2.3.
Exactly. They
2.3.
can get that.
You know,
With the cuts, with the amount of cuts that they make, with the money that they make in these upcoming cuts, they're gonna have plenty to sign somebody like that.
yeah, for me too. If you really, I was watching. I like the Pivot, bro. Like I watch them a lot. I would try to watch many of the shows that we can, right? And when I was thinking about Fournette, I was like, bro, if I was thinking about Fournette, I was like, man, let me go watch let me see what this guy's talking about. And he literally said like this: he was gonna go here, he was gonna go there. He goes the last fucking week of the season, before preseason went up. I got a call. Hey, come back over here. Get your ass over here. Come on, let's go. We got a call from Tom. So if Tom still has a connection with the Raiders and wants to be a minority owner and all this good stuff, bro, there's nothing for him to make that call and say, hey, come, you'll fucking flourish in this offense. You know what I mean? And whatever the workout, the contract, $2-3 million for a guy that we can see. This is the thing. We're gonna have draft picks next year too. We can go get another running back, in the later rounds, third round, whatever, or not, maybe even the second round, because we're not really gonna need a quarterback. Personally, like, as long as O'Connell stays healthy.
We're saying that, bro. But are we gonna get a guy like Jacobs to produce like that? Obviously not, because he's gonna be a rookie, unless he's the best running back out there.
Well,
You know
I
what
mean,
I mean?
we can make some moves and shit like that, but see, this is the thing that's gonna have to happen. We're gonna have to rescind the fucking tag, because that's gonna be $10 million that he can come and get it at any time. It doesn't matter if he comes halfway through the season.
It means he can go anywhere. If we rescind the tag, he could go anywhere.
Bye.
Free agent.
Bye. Then guess what? We're gonna have $10 million to fucking go sign Taylor, bro.
He barely did it for 11 and bit.
bye.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I mean, at this point, bro, like after all the waiting and all this shit and everything he called, all of us, like, well, I did, and I know everybody kind of agreed that he was gonna get franchise tagged. All this shit. He knew he was gonna get franchise tagged. That's why I didn't take the 5th-year option. And even if he's feeling this, that, and the third, bro, look, check this out. If my boss turned around telling me, hey, man, I'm going to keep you for a solid year, but I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars, bro, all right, for a whole year? Cool. All right, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to be, you got to put your feelings away from it. Sometimes when it comes to businesses, bro, business decisions, you have to put your feelings to the side. You have to put your bias aside. You have to do all that shit, and this fucker's not doing it, and it's making everybody fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Imagine the pressure because of him not being a solid teammate, and he's a captain on this fucking team. He's putting pressure on everybody fucking else. Everybody else. Now the offense is gonna have to throw the ball. Now they're gonna have to deal with this. So he's being selfish. I get he earned it, bro. But in 1 year, he's gonna make as much money as he made in 4.
Yeah.
And if he would have fucking took the 5th-year option, he would have made less.
He doesn't want to be a Raider, dog.
Maybe that's what it is. I've thought of so many different things. I thought maybe he's injured, maybe this, maybe that, maybe they're just fucking with us, bro. It's just
Mine's
either
waiting.
he
Well, I
has
got
to be. To me, if
I'll
he's
say
not
mine.
signed by Sunday, bro, I'm cool. Like
Say
if
my
he
shit
comes,
till
I'm gonna be like,
Tuesday.
fuck. Like I'm gonna eat my words, but
Are you tired of
That's
this
why
shit too, Gabe?
I'm not
Are you?
yet because I've been saying it, and I don't want to go back on my word. Like I've been saying that he will be here, by week 1. So if he's here by week 1, I can't really say shit because that's what I've been saying anyway. So if Tuesday he's not here, then I'm gonna talk my shit.
yep.
But I mean,
See, Cool
as
Kev
of
saying
right
that
now,
he has.
I think he's trying to take
I
it
don't
down to
think
the
I
wire.
don't think Jacobs has no leverage. I don't think Jacobs
Oh, he does
has
it.
no
I
leverage.
think he's trying to take it down to the wire. Did you hear fucking Pat McAfee's fucking thing? They're
No.
like, come on, Raiders, let's just offer him the 12, and then promise him that you're not gonna franchise tag him next year, and we got a deal done. He's a fool. That was a fool. But I was just
Yep,
like,
but
it,
he's a
where's the
free
reports
agent.
already?
He's a free agent. He could go anywhere he wants and get he could go anywhere he wants and just say, "All right, you." I don't think Ziegler and the guys are going to do that.
They're not gonna bow down. I'm telling you.
So check this out. So I'm looking at his year last year. He played every single game. He only had like 686 snaps. He was on 63. He was on the field 63% of the time.
Who?
He had
Jake?
only 668 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns rushing, and 3 receiving touchdowns. That's all we need.
Who you talking?
Fournette.
Who you talking about, Lo?
Fournette.
Oh, Fournette.
Yeah. That's all we need. That's all we
Low,
need.
low
You have
stuck
Kareem-
on Fournette, boy.
It's
Do
the
you have
best
Kareem
option.
Hunt there?
I
You
mean, I
have
like
Kareem
Kareem
Hunt
Hunt
there?
too, bro. Like, I mean, I really,
But
really
after
do.
Tuesday, Low, there's gonna be some more that are younger and better than Fournette.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
why on the running
cheaper.
back position, I'm gonna wait till Tuesday to see my thoughts on that one because as of right now, I still think to me personally, I still believe that Jacobs is gonna be our running back. But if we don't have him by Tuesday, then it's gonna be a real even if he does fucking come by fucking Saturday, it's not like he's gonna be able to be played. I just don't believe that you're gonna be able to sign one day and fucking play. As
Right.
it is, it's gonna be tough even if he does sign on Monday or Sunday. You know what I mean? So it's still gonna be tough. But the thing is that I'm gonna wait till Tuesday to see fucking what my thoughts are about the running back position because I want to see all the cuts. I
I
want to
like
see
Damian Williams right now. Shit.
that's another thing I was about to say. I want to see what he has to offer on Saturday night because I think he's gonna get a lot of burn on Saturday because I think they brought him in late and I think he's catching on a little bit. You seen at the end of the game, he was running hard, bro. He was running pretty hard last week. So I want to see him with a couple more carries, some more playing time, and let's see because he's been a starter in this league, dog. He's been a
He
starter.
played good in Kansas City when I saw him.
Yep. So that's what I'm saying. Let's see what he has, and if
But
you
Damian
don't
Williams is an old guy too, bro.
Damian, is he?
What?
Is he like he's about that same age, around one their age, like around 28,
Yeah.
somewhere around there, no?
He just had like an ACL, right, Gabe, or something like that.
Well, so Damian Williams, bro. So check this out. Damian Williams had 4 carries last year.
Yeah, because he was hurt.
So he must have got hurt. He
4
must have got
carries, bro.
hurt.
I just want to see what he's. Oh, actually, he is pretty old. He's 31.
Yeah, and see, and
No,
that's
I'm not thinking of the replacing, Zamir White. I still want to see him out there. I just think that
No,
you
but
know,
yeah,
and if you
if
get
have
a,
Zamir, you're gonna have to have
we're
him by
not going to
committee for sure.
replace Jacob. Yeah.
So check this out.
That's where you get that committee shit, and that's something that I don't dig.
So Kareem Hunt is the undrafted free agent for the Browns, right? Obviously. So his base salary last year was 4, dead cap was 5. So 2 years,
Mark
$12
Davis
million.
doesn't like women beaters, dog. So Kareem Hunt's out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. They ain't doing that shit. And his market value, Kareem Hunt market value is $7 million. He's young. He has 4 years. It'll be his 5th year. So if we get him at 6,
How many touchdowns did he have?
huh?
Yeah, but
I know he had
all of these running
touchdown.
backs are going under market. All of these
Right,
running
of
backs are
course.
going under market.
So I'm looking at
this late.
He
Ray
spelled
Rice
for
is still
Chubb big time.
available, Gabe.
bro. So the only thing difference that he has between him and Fournette He played all 16 games. He has 200 less snaps than he does. He has 200 yards less. He has 455. His the only thing that's beating Fournette in is rushing yard, average rushing yards 3.8.
Yeah,
Fournette had 5, 3.5. For $12 million, $6 million a year, bro. That's crazy. And then he's only had 3 rushing touchdowns and only one record receiving touchdown. And he has
He
2
had 3 touchdowns
fumbles.
last year. Shoot, I remember. I thought Hunt would have
Fournette
more
has
than that.
6, Fournette has 6 touchdowns, bro, and 200 more yards, but his average was less. Now, I guarantee you, if he would have got the ball more because they had the combination with Chubb and stuff like that, he'd probably have less. He'll probably have like 2.8, 3.2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
the more you get the ball, the less it goes down.
What's that?
The more you get the ball, the less it'll go down. But if you're at 2, nah, dude, you don't.
I also just think that like, also them turning down the Dolphins, you know what I mean, for like a trade, because I'm pretty sure the Dolphins were gonna offer something because they look pretty desperate at running back right now. They look like the only team
give me Tyreek
that wants to get a running back. So I think the turning them down, you know what I mean, for saying right away that no, they're not trading Jacobs is like, I think they have something that they're gonna end up, you know, coming.
They got something brewing up. He's
gonna be a Raider. I think that's what I'm saying. I think Jacobs will be here by week 1, though. That's why I haven't really tripped on it, dog. I haven't really even spoke on it too much. Like, I just think because to me until he's not the running back week 1, then I'll talk my shit. But I'm not gonna wait till actually week 1. I'll say Tuesday. Tuesday's the real actual deadline, because if he's not there by cuts, then that means he's not really like. He's really actually being super selfish, though, because that means he's not even, actually being part of the 53. You know what I mean? Actually, the last 53. I'll say, okay, you fucking missed training camp, whatever. You made your point. You proved your point. You did the held. You held out during training camp. But if you're not willing to be there when the final 53 are ready, and then you're already getting ready, pretty much set for week 1 of the season, then then I'll really, start talking my shit. I really start feeling, a certain way.
So obviously Gabe is in the. I don't want to speak for you, Gabe, but he wants to wait for Jacobs to come around.
Oh,
Dirty. It sounds like you. Low. It sounds like you think let's do something else. Let's bring in somebody and let's start moving. Let's start going.
So
Mike, we haven't got your opinion.
Go
ahead. I'm not gonna put words in your mouth, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, you ain't putting nothing in my mouth.
Oh, wait.
I said words. And
I said nothing.
No pause, mother.
No pause.
You were just saying other things that we could do if JJ's not there. That's what you meant.
That's all I'm saying. I want JJ to be in the building, but he's acting like a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
He's acting like a hoe. You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
That's what I said the first
but
time.
Even if JJ is not in the building, we're set right now to go forward with what we got. So this is pretty much if Zamir White gets hurt and shit like that, Abdullah, then I think we think about getting a running back. But
I'll be right back.
At this point, I think we're pretty much set with what we got right now. And unfortunately, I mean, it's may be without Jacobs. You know what I mean? But it's Zamir, Abdullah, and Jacob Johnson, and that's what we're rolling with, man.
Let's go.
Sucks.
Let's go. How much?
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, if these fools go down, then we think about it. But running backs, that's the thing about running backs. You can just go get them anywhere, dog. I mean, you just go in there and they don't have to learn that much. It's just pretty much blocking schemes and you know what I mean, and just shit like that. But yeah, man. Yeah. McDaniels, he's known to just plug in any fucking running back in that motherfucker, dog.
And they become successful, and then he does it with a bunch of guys.
Well, it's all about the line and all that. Yeah, no doubt.
Those other guys I have questions with. Not Abdullah, not Bolden, semi-Bolden, but I tend to forget about Williams. But he could be an asset, with his experience and stuff. But God, man,
How much should a
why do we have
running
to
game
go?
average a game, Gravy? So you think that we're winning? How much should a running back group a game? How much should we be averaging? 150 or what?
You get about
Either
120 to 150 yards rushing, you're most likely going to win a football game. Most likely. Anything under that, you're depending on other things. But there's play action, bro. You know, you could have 100 that develops that play action that Garoppolo's good at. You know what I mean? The
But that's what I'm
bootlegs,
saying. I'm thinking of Josh McDaniels probably wanting to pass it more this year than anything, dog. I think behind the scenes they're probably saying, "Hey, dog. I mean, we kind of offer you this, Jacob. You didn't want it. Hey, we out."
I just don't want it to be the situation to where we're thinking, you know, it's JJ is the reason why. You know what I mean? Is the reason why we don't have JJ because this to me, you know, on the paper and what I've seen in preseason, it's a good football team. You know what I mean? It's a good football team. You can win
Nah,
some
we need
games.
that motherfucker. No lie, we need that motherfucker.
To take
But
you over the top, you need Jacobs. That's it. They know that defenses know that Jacobs is coming. Now, if
exactly,
you put together a game plan to stop him, he did that last year.
the
He
name on the
proved that
back
last
right now don't scare defense of the running backs that we have now. You know what I mean?
year. And then they set up their defense for that.
Right.
Like I ain't worried about Denver. Denver has, but they ain't gonna score no points because they
Because
just
when
lost
that
Judy.
safety drops in to try to stop Jacobs, that's when we can put Tucker, Devontae Adams, whoever the motherfucking, and just see ya.
Yeah,
But Garoppolo can throw the deep ball, Gravy.
he can or can.
They say they can't.
I think he can. I've always debated that. I've always debated that. A quarterback don't have a deep ball. He wouldn't be playing in the NFL.
I think
You know,
we'll see
some
it
type
with
of
the
a threat.
true
It
number
might not
one.
be a 60-yard bomb. It might not be that, but if it's over 20, over, you know, and let your receiver do the action. That's it. Take
I think
advantage
we'll
of
get
the
a
receiver.
I think we'll get a true sense of if he could or he can't this year with the true number one receiver.
Mhm.
Then we'll really be able to
I like.
say if he could or he can't. You know what I mean? Because what I mean, Debo
Throw it up
Samuel's
high.
good as fuck. Debo Samuel's really good. You know what I mean? He's a good football player and everything like that. But he's not the dude that's gonna, you know, he's just gonna just can run a go. He's just not the type of guy that's just gonna run a go pattern. You know what I mean? And gonna be like that type of guy. So I just think having Devontae, you know what I mean, and then some other guys on this team too. I think that they're gonna open up shit for the long ball because you're gonna have guys like Jacoby Myers and Renfro who are gonna be, you know, kind of like taking up that short field a lot to where they're gonna have to be playing a lot of DBs up and shit like that to where they're gonna be allowed to take chances over top with like a Dorsett or with like a Devontae with those type of guys, Trey Tucker. I think they're gonna be and you'll get a true sense of if he could or if he can't this year, dog. I think this will be a true test of his of that deep ball fucking, you know, narrative of his.
I agree
That's
with
why.
you on
Hey,
that.
I think
You know,
Dorsett and them fools
I'll
they make it instead of Wilkerson and all them fools. Gabe, what do you think?
yeah.
Who they make who makes it?
I think Dorsett and them fools. Fucking Wilkerson
Carter.
is out. Chris Sims out. Um, who else is in that motherfucker?
Cole.
Keelan
Cole. He
Cole.
makes it. Cole makes it.
You
Unfortunately,
think Cole makes it? How many receivers do you think we take? Make the team.
what's the
I
max?
think we keep
5,
six. I think we keep
6?
six.
I think we keep six. Six, possibly maybe seven, just because it's a receiver league. But I think six. I would go with
So
six.
who's
with
that
number
one?
first.
Who's
I
that
would go
one
with
now, Gabe?
One if they were to just decide to go with seven.
If we go with 7,
If
counting
we go with
Carter,
seven,
not a special teamer, and it
What
works.
if they trade?
You could do that.
For
I
Fournette?
would go with fuck, dog. You know what I mean? Like It's pretty tough.
Cole
Like
hasn't dropped the ball yet.
the guy, the
Keisha
guy
Cole
with the
hasn't dropped the
most,
ball yet.
the guy with the most production out of those three would be Cole. The guy with can have a big upside is Wilkerson, and the guy that can maybe play could be the most versatile is Cam Sims. So they all have kind of like a little thing about them being like the seventh receiver, but I think it just all depends on what you want out of that, that depth piece. I think you want a guy that you can maybe line up at tight end on a play or two or something like that, then you go with Cam Sims. If you go with experience, you go with Keelan Cole, and if you go with which I think a lot of this roster is going with is if you want to go young, you go with Wilkerson.
He needs to ball outside to make the team, I think, Gabe Wilkerson.
Yeah.
Castro is going with
He's been playing good, but I'm
Cam
just saying.
Yeah.
That's why I think
And I'm leaning toward
Go ahead.
Cam Sims more because the red zone threat, but I just guy that just does that. They said you guys have noticed in preseason that they're getting a real good look at Wilkerson. Wilkerson's there almost every play. He played a bunch of snaps.
He's played a lot. 80. I've seen 83 on the field a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in there a lot, so they're getting a good look at him. And if he doesn't play this week, or they play Zuber and Coles and Cam Sims and Wilkerson's probably in that spot.
He's in. Yeah.
Wilkerson,
I think Dorsett kind of like has worked himself into a spot, dog. Like, because Dorsett has been balling in this preseason.
Yeah.
His
route running is pretty nice. I like it.
And he's been getting it. He's been getting that kind of that work done with whoever. Like I think he caught a couple off of Hoyer. He caught some off of Aiden. So I think
he's comfortable in this offense too, dog.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's comfortable in this offense, the scheme of this offense. It doesn't really need like specific quarterback. He just knows this offense.
Second thinking out there. He just knows where to be. See, that's the beautiness of these fools motherfuckers too, that they reading the defense together and they fucking finding that spot and it's like a 1 or 2 read and vámonos.
Ball's gone. You ain't gonna have this 5 second expecting 5 second kicking. That ain't gonna happen no more with Garoppolo.
Hey, Grady, I'm gonna take off, bro. I gotta go take care of some stuff, bro. But thank you for having me on, bro. We'll be on Sunday.
Much love, bro. Thank you for
appreciate you,
showing
Lo.
up, man.
Appreciate you, Lo.
Everybody in the chat, man.
I'll talk to you later, bro.
Yeah, you guys have a good night, man. We'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.
So.
Appreciate you, Lo.
See, we'll call him up and see what he's cooking tonight. So I go over there.
In the crock pot.
Yeah, I wasn't no crock pot food. Too hot. Yeah. But yeah, man, I like this. I like this discussion. Receivers. This is the one that I was concerned about. Who we keep toward Cam Sims because he's the biggest guy out there. Legit 6'5". You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But Wilkerson gets me because he's there all the time and they're getting a good look at him. So he must be doing something really good. And Cole, he hasn't dropped anything. He catching balls. He made Hoyer look good, bro. Dorsett.
Who cares if he's 30, Ozzy? Who cares if he's 30 years old? God damn it.
I mean, we're young everywhere else. You know what I mean? So I think it kind of depends. You kind of have to have a mixture. You know what I mean? It's always good to have a mixture in the locker room too. You want to have some vets sprinkled around in the locker room. You know what I mean?
Especially in that group.
Yeah, and I know DA probably got that room. DA most likely has that room. You know what I mean? Like he has the ear of that room no matter what. You know what I mean? But I just think it's good to have a guy like Dorsett because what's his name? It's kind of I think he's ahead. He's like a master of his craft. You know what I mean? The DA is gonna be that dude regardless. But I think having a Dorsett, you could also fucking get a bunch of advice off of him now because he's really familiar with this offense. You know what I mean? He's really familiar with this scheme. So I think having a guy like that is beneficial also. You know what I mean? Because he works in different ways. You know what I mean? He kind of benefits your team in different ways. I like Dorsett, but I wouldn't be mad though if like I said, you know what I mean? Like the other day when we were talking about who would be like to be upset about. Like, I don't think I would be upset. Like, even if that were to happen, you know what I mean? Like, if it were to be where they would cut a Dorsett and keep like a Wilkerson, that shit wouldn't be too
That's a good
like a thing where
problem. Good thing.
you know what I mean? Like, I would be like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like other years where, you know what I mean? We would obviously keep guys where like, what the fuck are they even doing on this dog? You know what I mean?
What
Like,
the fuck he do? Yeah.
exactly, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like I just don't see, other than like a guy that I would want to be cut this week, is like, all I would want to see is probably um fucking Hoyer. Hoyer, and then the only thing I think I would kind of upset me is if like, not too much either. Like, I think this would probably be like the most upsetting. And like, say they would keep like I think like a Tyler Hall or a Sam Webb over like a Namik. You know what I mean? If they decide to keep one of them over a Namik, then that's kind of like a little bit like, oh shit, that's fucked up. But
Yeah,
still
me and
not,
Mike talked about that earlier.
still not to the
Me
point
and
where I'll
Mike
be
talked
like,
about
fuck.
that earlier.
Yeah.
And Meek's on
But
the
that's
Meek's on the bubble, man. So
Yeah.
we were another guy I want to bring in, one of my good partners. He has a show of its own, and we chopped it up late last night talking about receivers and a guy that he dislikes. All of us know who he is. All of us know who he dislikes. And that's Raider
I feel
Twan.
blessed. I feel blessed already.
Chaplin.
Hey, hey,
How's
hey,
it going,
hey,
man?
hey.
Hey,
Fir-
boo.
First of all, I gotta say, hey, boo.
It's good to get you two boos together, bro. It's good to
Hey,
get you two boos together.
hey, blessings to everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the chat and everything else, man. But
How
it's
you doing
good.
today, Twan, man? I know you had some things to do earlier today. How you
I,
feeling, brother?
I'm here. That's the best thing I can say, man. Is I'm here. Yeah,
Well,
One
I'm
day at
glad
a
you're
yeah,
here
time.
with us.
One day at a
Glad you
time,
can
brother.
make the time, bro.
yeah.
Man.
So,
You know what?
so,
Another
so
question I would ask too. I would say like there's some young guys on this team too. Like the young guys, like say like a Wilkerson, who are. I think the biggest guys that are for that opportunity are like Wilkerson and Dalton Wagner for me, who can be the two guys that get protected and get protected on the practice squad type shit. You know what I mean? To where like they're still gonna be able to get developed with this team, because with that new rule of you could designate two spots to protect on the practice squad. You know what I mean? So I think that's another big like a question like of who might make the team and who might not. Because if they have in mind, maybe Wilkerson's our future, they can still have that in mind with protecting them on the practice squad and still kind of getting some production from Dorsett this year. You know what I mean? So that's why like that's also like a big kind of I think deciding factor type of shit. You know what I mean?
So,
For like
so
some
you
of these young guys.
you think Keisha Cole's a lock, Gabe? He's a lock.
Not Keisha. I think more like because I think
Wilkerson and them
Wilkerson
fools.
over
Dorsett.
Dorsett. I think because Ozzy was talking about like keeping a young guy over like a older guy like that. But there's also the possibility of some of those younger guys being protected on the practice squad, because that's a new rule implemented since last year. You know what I mean? Like what they did with Sincere McCormick last year. You know what I mean? That's why we still on the team this year. So I just think that's another big possibility for certain players on this team, especially if they're young.
what do you think
Yeah,
about that, Twan? Go ahead.
yeah. I think just trying to jump in. I think you guys. I think it's a tough situation, Gabe, because to be honest with you, even more this year, um, there's a whole lot of people that I would love to give, what I'm saying, that special designation, what I'm saying, on the practice squad. We have so much. I don't even say we have so much depth, but we have way more depth than we've ever had. And some of those guys, what I'm saying, I would love for them to stick around, but it would have to be like a situation where, and I'll just say a name because I know this guy has a lot of value and he's young, is like a lineman, like, you know what I'm saying, like McClendon Curtis, you know what I'm saying, somebody that we spent money on to bring them here, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, and just them being young, I don't see that being, you know, an older person like a Dorsett. I think, to be honest with you, if it was a Dorsett, I think they would just let that person walk and kind of take their risk on, you know, if that person will still be out there if we ever needed them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a tough situation to even designate who we would put, you know what I'm saying, for those for that spot. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna say quarterback, but at this point, I think, to be honest with you, I think they've already made up their mind who they want to keep. And especially with that new emergency quarterback rule, that also frees them up from, you know, having to do that like they did last year with Chase Garbers. I don't think they don't necessarily have to do that.
I think with the Curtis, like the thing with that though, like what you're saying, like if they spend money to, I think, bring in Curtis like as a free agent, I think that's the type of guy that makes the squad. You know, kind of at the 53. I do think they take four tackles, so
Yeah.
I think that's the type of guy that kind of makes the squad maybe at the end, and then they that's why I was saying, like with Dalton Wagner and like a Wilkerson, or maybe even like a, you know, like a Nesta Silvera, or
Mhm.
like those guys, or like even like a Isaac Rochelle, guys like that, like even Wilkerson, like those names are the ones that kind of pop out at me, to where those are the guys that I think can maybe, you know, be in line for that designation. You know what I mean? Those are some of the names that I think are in line for that designation. Because I think if it comes down to, like, if you got a guy that you're actually paying, or took the money to pay and bring him in here, you're gonna keep that guy maybe on the roster, unless, you know, he didn't perform up to your level, then you just cut him outright. I don't think that you don't even waste a designation on a player like that. Like, I think that's why I think you get a lot with McClendon Curtis. I think you either keep him on the team, like if you do see enough out of him, because you did bring him in out of free agency, rather than, if you didn't see enough of him, you just cut him outright. You don't even take a chance in like you know, kind of protecting that, because I think there's other guys in line that make more sense for that designation, like a
Yeah.
Nesta, like a Dalton, like you know, like those type of guys.
Matthew Butler.
Yeah, even a Neil Farrell, like like some of those guys aren't going to make the team, dog. You know what I mean? Because the defensive tackle is going to be pretty. It's pretty deep. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say top heavy, but I would say like there's a lot of depth pieces that are kind of, you know, play similar roles or play like that. So it's kind of like going to be hard to pick out of the bunch. You know what I mean? So I think it's defensive tackle position is going to be pretty tough to make a decision on at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that for a minute. There, we already know who the number ones are. They're going to be Nichols and Tillery,
That's
right?
the one
So,
guy that I think can have a big surprise, like one of the biggest surprise cuts to me. If like if they're trying to make one of those like splash, because I think every single team has one at the end of the year. One of those kind of like, whoa, you know what I mean? They cut him, you know what I mean? When they're kind of like, they're kind of in preseason, they're kind of designated almost as starters, kind of type shit. But like, that's one guy. I don't know, man. I don't know why I could see kind of like, I could and I can't. You know what I mean? I could see that maybe with Nichols. You know what I mean? Where, like, he can be a big time cut at the end of the day, because he kind of could save up some money.
wow.
And I don't know why. That's one of those
Who you put in his place though, bro? That's stepping up like that.
Byron Young. You know, you go Young, you go Byron Young, you go
Nesta.
then you get Nesta. I don't think you go Nesta. You go John Jenkins if you want to go, you know, run defense type shit. You go John Jenkins. You go you know, you still got
Butler.
Tillery. You still got Neil Farrell Jr. You know, you still got guys like that I think, you know, but I don't know, man. I think Matthew Butler, you know, that kind of in there, but I just think he hasn't made a name for himself pretty
No,
much.
he needs to prove himself tomorrow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of names, but I just think for sure, I think there's some names that stand out more than others for sure.
I
And I
I
just think Nichols could be a surprise.
I wrestle with that, Gabe. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with you when you said Bilal Nichols, because I really do wrestle with that name specifically. I really sit back and think, and I'm like, is it if 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 all of a sudden Bilal Nichols was missing yesterday, you know what I'm saying, or missing today, am I really going am I really going to miss him on this roster? And that's why I wrestle with it a lot, because it's like, would I really miss Bilal Nichols if he was gone? You know what I'm saying? And you went to, you know what I'm saying, Nesta, and that's probably one guy that I've been very high on, just because of, just of what I've seen on him on tape. But if they do go like Gravy knows what I'm about to say, cheap labor, you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah, even Isaac Rochelle,
it goes.
that dude's been balling too.
So I don't know. If he's here, cool. But is he gonna hurt me if he's not here? I I I I really don't know when it comes to Bilal Nichols. So yeah, that might be a name.
You know that
That's
group was so bad last year. I didn't even know Bilal Nichols was even in. Sometimes you
exactly.
knew when
That's
Tillery was in there.
That's the big
Yeah.
reason why I say that shit. Like, he's costing you money. You haven't seen much out of him. You know what I mean? You haven't heard much out of him out of camp either. You know what I mean? And it's like they're keeping him out or whatever because like they have him, and I think that's why people kind of have him as penciled in as a starter. But I just think he might be just a guy that's hasn't really picked up any steam with this coaching staff or anything like that. And I just think at the end of the day, I think they might just end up being a surprise cut.
And
I
and
mean, it
and
might be a surprise cut for everybody else, but I think it wouldn't be a surprise cut for me because I just haven't seen out of it. I haven't seen shit out of him
yeah.
Right now, nothing will be a surprise. I don't think, man.
for sure, for reals.
But even more to that, like even more to what we're saying is like, even the thought that I was talking about, if this person is gone, are we going to miss them? Especially if I'm spending money for it. Like, I look, like you guys know, like I said, cheap labor. Like, if we're spending money for Bilal Nichols and he's not really one of those guys that I'm going to miss, yeah, I I can save money by letting you go, and yeah, you out the door, unfortunately. So
Yeah, so I
and there's a few
I
guys that
wouldn't
are
be
like,
surprised.
there's
I
a few
wouldn't be
guys that will
surprised if
take it.
Bilal Nichols got cut. I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised if Bilal Nichols got cut
And
because
then
exactly what you
another
said,
big
Gabe.
position, another big position is safety, bro. Like I think the guys that are gonna have a lot of playing time this week are gonna be Teamer and Paul Mao. Those guys are gonna be battling for a spot. I think that last fucking safety spot. I think
Drake
those guys are gonna be battling.
Thomas, all them fools.
Yeah, and
Bolton,
linebacker.
Bolton.
I think at linebacker though they might be safe just for the simple fact because we're so thin. We're so fucking thin. You know what I mean? That like I think the guys that might get cut are the guys that they're like bringing in this week to kind of take a look at or shit like that. Because I just think Drake Thomas and Curtis Bolton have kind of showed kind of like they both kind of deserve to be on this team as linebackers just because this team doesn't have a lot of a depth at linebacker for sure. Maybe they have some guys who with some upside, maybe like a Bernie, and then you got Masterson and stuff like that. But I really like Spillane. I think Spillane, and even what's his name was talking about that too. Ziegler, like that they brought him in and they weren't even expecting that this type of play out of him like his he's been looking way better in the passing game that he's been actually the guy that's been taking lead of the defense, you know what I mean? And this was all said in the Ziegler and Champ press conference, you know what I mean? So I think that's why I really see big things for Spillane this year, you know what I mean? I hope I really hope Diablo's transformation of adding muscle and stuff and actually getting praise from coaches that he actually looks like a linebacker and absorbing hits like linebacker now, like, so hopefully he can actually take that next step in his fucking game and then You got Masterson, and I think Masterson is the guy that might be on that. You know, like they're gonna take a big look at him. I think he's still gonna make the team, but I think they might take a big look at him this week, dog, because I think there's a lot of guys right behind him, you know, for that spot, you know, like a Bernie, a Curtis Bolton, fucking Drake
He's
Thomas
the one.
and stuff
He's
like
the
that.
one in my book, Gabe. He's the one in my book. And me and Mike discussed this at the beginning of the live. Was that Masterson is the one with the most discrepancies in his game than the three, than the other two. You
And he
know,
just still
no
looks like
matter
a
what.
safety, dog, when you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
him
yeah.
without his pads and shit. Like
He's doing.
he looks like a fucking
like-
safety, dog.
Like I reiterate when I was on Twan's live, I go, you know, he's doing safety shit. You know what I mean? And he's
Well, that's why
roaming the
we-
field.
that's
but
why we signed that.
I still think he's gonna
He
make.
should
the
be
team just because-
attacking. He should be attacking instead of roaming in it. That's what he
But-
lacks.
I still think he's gonna make the team, but I still think he's at risk of losing his maybe starting spot or a lot of playing time. You know, to one of these other guys, to one of like Bernie or
What you think about?
Curtis
What you
Bolton.
think about that, Michael Masterson?
I don't think Masterson
You
should be
think
starting,
you
dog.
think someone's at his heels? You think someone at his heels? These young guys.
If we're seeing what we're seeing, and hopefully that the coaches, I know that they're smart enough, they're seeing what we're seeing too.
Yeah.
He should be not given a chance to be in the starting position, dog.
Yeah.
Unless
and we
he's
start
like a
making those
fucking
mistakes.
lockdown tight end one-on-one type of linebacker, then I need to see that.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah,
Twan, what do you think about that, man? Same question. Same question. What do you think about that, Twan? About Masterson, people being on the field.
I already said, you know, kind of where I have him lined up, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to be more because of the experience that he already has under this, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen that a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying? And this is just my trend. This is what I've kind of noticed with this organization is they're going to lean with, you know, guys that they've been having around. And I think Masterson is one of those guys. And unfortunately, by default, I think Butler's loss actually just keeps everybody that we have, you know what I'm saying, on lock. Like I really didn't see too many cuts outside of maybe Malga, you know what I'm saying, at linebacker, you know what I'm saying, because of Butler, you know what I'm saying. I saw Spillane being here, I saw Diablo being here, obviously Masterson, you know what I'm saying. Bernie obviously is a draft pick. They're not going to get rid of him that fast. And you know what I'm saying, like I said, Drake Thomas has you know been one of those guys to step up. Curtis Bolton has also been again in press conferences and has been made some plays. So those guys are guys that I see that are going to stick around. Now, how many are they going to keep? That's the question. And if they decide to cut one of those guys, I think they might actually let go of. Unfortunately, I think they'll try to put Drake Thomas, you know what I'm saying, on practice squad. You know what I'm saying, and I think they'll keep Curtis Bolton. You know what I'm saying,
Because a little undersized, a little bit.
But he's already NFL ready, and yeah, but you know that, and that's the other thing is I've also noticed that with this team, they're not even worried about size. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to you know, to players, because the guy that just got hurt, you know what I'm saying, was a small linebacker. You know what I'm saying, Darian Butler was considered a smaller linebacker, but
5'8".
Yeah, they were okay with him being on the field, and we got a bunch of other micro mini guys, especially on our defense, and they're giving them responsibility. So I don't think size, you know what I'm saying, you know, I don't pause, you know what I'm saying, size don't matter.
Push play, baby, you know what I mean?
I was rooting for fucking Darian Butler, man. Like that shit fucked up because, like, you know, that's just he's 5'8". That's just like that's a guy like you're relatable to. You know what I mean? I'm fucking 5'9".
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, same size. It's just like you're relatable to those type of guys. It's like Damn, I hope he makes it. You know what I mean?
I put it in the comments the other day. I put that guy reminds me of Gabe in high school when he was a linebacker, dog.
You know,
It's everybody out to talk about his
But I
haircut as
think that Masterson feels, you know, to me, I think Masterson feels Drake on it right
I
behind
agree.
him, and
I
I
agree.
think so
you
too.
know, and
I
I
think
wouldn't
does
mind
Drake
seeing
play
Drake
more of
Thomas
the
in it.
inside though? Drake plays more of the inside, so I think he might.
But he could float
It
that
might.
way when he went in for Masterson. He did a great damn job. He didn't fall off, Gabe.
I think
So
Curtis
he has that
Bolton played
range
more
where
of
he
that
could.
position, no? When Masterson came
If
out,
he did, then Curtis was ass too. So
I
Masterson,
think. Yeah,
it,
I think for sure
you're
they're
gonna
all
see a
gonna
lot
get
of
their
them.
spot. I think Drake Thomas was kind of on the outside looking in before because I think Darian Butler was kind of ahead of him because of his
Mhm.
second year on the team, but that kind of opened up the spot for Drake Thomas for sure. You know what I mean? Now that kind of Spillane is most likely going to play the middle by himself, and I think you could kind of have Drake kind of move over that way or something like that. So I just think that you kind of have him. Bernie, I still think he's another guy that could be at the end of the day if you decide to go with maybe less run quarter linebackers. That's another guy you can have that designation as well too. Like he's one of those guys that's kind of up for that designation on the practice squad. But I like Bernie, man. I think he makes the team. I think he makes it out right, and I just think he has a lot to learn. He's young, but because he has that raw ability. You know what I mean? He's fast, bro, and he should have had an interception. He's had a sack already in this preseason, so I think he's a good a piece, bro. That I think if you could develop him right, he can be a good
I like
linebacker.
Bernie. I like Bernie. I like Bernie. He's gonna turn into something special for this defense. I think. And but I was, and one thing about it, when we go back to the press conference with both the GMs is that they really like they emphasize to me how much of that other waiver wires and stuff. There's something that they have to do, but that just made me feel these guys happy with certain positions because they don't give out anything, but we're gonna be looking, and he said we're gonna be looking at other teams, all 32 teams who they drop, and then maybe we might get our linebackers from them, from that part, and then just waive everybody, or just waive the guys that we're talking good about. There's somebody out there that to trade with or to get.
Yeah.
This regime is known for that, man. They, after Tuesday, they can get some people out there in that waiver wire, man.
For sure, there's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot, dog. Lists are gonna be huge.
That it sucks because we can't, as us trying to look at the roster, we can only deal with what's in our house, you know what I'm saying? So but
True.
there is but the fact of the matter is there's still a whole lot of talent that is getting cut off, you know what I'm saying, in a few days. So it'll be interesting to see what groceries you know what I'm saying we pick up, you know what I'm saying, in that time.
We're getting groceries from the shelter right now. We need to get groceries from Ralph's and Vaughn's and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Trader Joe's, bro. Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, look it.
We start doing that, though.
There,
Yeah.
brother.
I'm excited, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm
I'm
excited for the
excited.
beginning
Hell
of the
yeah. Hell
season.
yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna
And
be
to
cool.
see
Hey,
the team get
this morning, if anybody likes the UFC this morning, if you guys stay up 2 o'clock in the morning, fucking UFC,
I'll be up, gang.
Hey,
Shit.
2 o'clock in the
is
morning,
hey, is
where's it
it
at, a
too
different
quick?
country or something? Or
it's
Fire
Singapore.
stick, baby. Fire stick, baby. We doing shit.
It's
Oh,
free on
ESPN.
ESPN.
ESPN. Oh, it's ESPN.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
comes on ESPN, but it's Holloway
Hey,
versus the Korean Zombie.
hey, is it too quick to beat Trey Lance twice?
Hey. Hey, I heard
Hey, Trey
A-Bomb's
Lance.
already selling jerseys like three for $20 and shit. Trey Lance jerseys and shit.
Hey,
Damn.
watch him take that.
Hey,
I don't
hey,
think A-Bond's ever gonna drop what he says about Garoppolo, even though he has a good season. So,
Watch
I
that fool take next spot, dog.
I don't
That's
think I
gonna
don't think Trey Lance is that bad of a quarterback. I just think he needs some time and
Sometime.
someone to really work with him.
He hasn't played enough, Tuan. Even not even in high school, college, nothing, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shanahan
Number
who fucking killed quarterbacks, dog. That's why, and this might be his breath of fresh air, dog, to get out of from under him and play under a quarterback who kind of fucking is the same, like almost mirrors fucking
Yeah.
Dak, dog.
Same
It looks like
story
a
and
mirror.
everything. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we'll see if that can fucking be a breath of fresh air for him, dog, and maybe be the guy if the next man up.
You think they
For
gave him a
them.
blank DVD, Gabe? You think they gave him a blank DVD? Did you study that DVD last night?
it doesn't look like he was studying anything.
They gave him a blank
They
DVD.
kept Darnold, dog. They kept Darnold over, and that was saying, "Yep,
Damn.
we do not
That's
like
bad,
you."
bro.
But to be honest with you,
That-
I don't even as bad as that might have been, I think to be honest with you, if a team was calling for another, quarterback, would you go for Trey Lance or would you go for for Darnold? You know what I'm saying? So he's probably the one that had the biggest value.
I'd probably go Trey Lance. I'd keep Trey Lance on the team, but
You still
I
got
just
hope
think
for him, huh,
and
Gabe?
I'm a SC guy, dog, and I just don't believe in Darnold, dog. When he fucking said that bullshit about seeing ghosts and shit like that, like,
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, he can look good, Gabe, but then he just throws something crazy in it. I was like, nah, this guy, nah.
But I'm just saying, like all the other organizations know that too. So if they was calling for a quarterback, they was probably the Niners were probably getting more calls for Trey and higher, higher value for Trey.
Cowboys must be desperate
traded-
to go after Lance like this.
they traded 2 first-round picks for fucking Trey Lance to trade up for
Three.
Trey Lance.
3.
Oh, three.
Three
They
first
trade
round
up to get Trey Lance, and they let him go for what, 4th
Yeah.
or 5th? What did they let him go for? Again, like, damn, dog, like that shit's so crazy. That means they and then he's still on his rookie contract, so they weren't paying him like that much. Like he's a top 5, so he probably was getting paid a good amount, but still they paid a lot of that salary, and they're gonna be paying a lot of that salary, I think, because of that. And so it's like, damn, dog, they were really like just like get him off our hands.
Trey Lance is still on his rookie contract, right? And he was a 3rd pick overall. He's getting paid.
Yeah, he's getting paid, but what I mean is like they took a 3rd round when they traded up to get him, and it took them 3 first-round picks. So
They
it's
just
like
took
they
the
were just
L
like,
today. They just said, fuck it.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Get
I'm
him
not
off our hands.
surprised. I'm not surprised Dallas will do that. I'm not surprised.
I'm not
Dallas would
surprised
do
either, dog. Like that's a low risk, I think, possible high reward, dog. Possible fucking high reward if he does, turn out to be what they were trying to, say he was gonna be before the draft, and maybe it was just, like scheme that, and the thing that it is, dog, is like a lot of quarterbacks, that do end up fucking like, fucking up their career like early or whatever, or stop. They never get a second chance, and they especially never get a second chance this fucking early in their like career. Like this fool got a breath of fresh air, like literally in his 3rd year. So like there are other guys that will have take them 5 years, and by that chance that like they've already ruined their reputation in the league. So no other team's willing to take another chance on them. So it's like, I don't know. Trey Lance got lucky.
No, and you know what? It's already.
I think going for.
Shit, my bad.
Go ahead, Gabe. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got it.
No, I'm just saying that per source, it's already in the contract that Diggs cannot cuss Lance out in practice. So, hey, dog, that's a good thing too, big dog. Shit,
You can't pick him off.
We need his confidence to be high, so you can't call. He just can't cuss him out, dog. You know what I mean?
I think it's more pressure for the dude. I think it's more pressure for him going to Dallas. You know what I mean?
Not really, because Dak is there already. He was supposedly fighting for, right now the 2nd spot, but before Purdy, I mean, he was supposedly considered, other than Jimmy, the number 1 guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody thought Darnold was gonna make the team, dog. You know what I mean? Nobody thought Darnold was going to make the team, and everybody thought at the beginning of training camp that it was going to be a possible, competition between Trey Lance and Purdy for the starting spot. And then that shit crumbled right away.
Quick.
That shit crumbled, and now he's not even
because
on
of the
fucking
Raiders,
team.
bro.
But
It's
No,
because
he's
of
not
the
that
Raiders why Trey Lance got traded.
but,
It's because of us. That's a good thing.
I think, but I just think it was like
Finally
this
got
shit
him.
was
Finally
The
got
writing
him.
was on the wall, dog. The writing was on the wall.
yeah.
predetermined.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was predetermined. Like they didn't like this dude to get rid of him for that much. You know what I mean? After that shit, like it's that much. But hey,
I'm-
I'm gonna
Me
I'm
too, Gravy. I appreciate you inviting
Yeah, I'm
me.
gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. Thank you,
Appreciate you,
Michael.
Gabe,
Thank you,
Twan,
Gabe, Twan.
Yeah.
Much love to you guys.
the chat.
show, man.
Thank you
Thanks
again.
for having me on, man. Thanks for having me on. Fucking, I know I was a little bit late. I was knocked the fuck out. I was like, oh shit,
It's all right, bro.
show.
Long as you-
But for sure, man, it's great talking ball. You know what I mean? Tomorrow's gonna be fun, dog. So let's fucking
yeah.
watch that game and watch that game closely, dog, because it's gonna be a lot of competition out there. It might look a little uglier than normal, but you know what I mean, because there's gonna be a bunch of guys out there,
More of a college
that-
game, huh, Gabe?
yeah, but we'll see. Well, but
But
we'll,
watch them though. Watch them. Keep your eyes out
watch
for them and see who shines and who doesn't on another one.
show, man. But thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. I'll
Yep.
catch you guys
No
later.
problem, Gabe.
I know
Later, Gabe.
Ben most likely is going live in a little while, but
Yep.
if
Yeah.
I don't if I don't catch you guys there, shit, if fucking I'm gonna be live tomorrow after the game just for a little bit. It's gonna be a little post game
Yeah.
show right after. So yeah, just catch me there tomorrow
Send it
right
to me,
after the
bro.
game. Post game.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
Send it
so
to
I'll
me.
send
I'd
it
love
to
to get on.
everybody, dog. It's gonna be a quick like maybe 30, 45
Yeah.
minutes at the most. Just a quick just
Smoke
a
session.
quick recap. Just a little quick recap of
Yeah.
and who you might think might end up staying on the team or whatever. It might end up
It's
taking
gonna
a
turn
little
out to
longer,
be.
5 minutes, because it might,
It's
it
gonna
might
turn out to be 2-hour live. What?
yeah,
You
exactly.
know.
We might get a lot of content, but as of right now, it's gonna be a quick live, but we'll see what it turns into. But yeah, just catch me there tomorrow for sure, man. Raider Game
All right,
420.
Gabe. Have a good
All
one.
right,
Gabe.
for sure.
All right.
Appreciate you, Gravy.
Twan, thank
Boo.
you very much for being on the show, bro. I appreciate it. Much love to both of you. Twan,
Yeah, what's up?
you there? Yeah. Let these people know I was gonna tell Gabe, but he looked like he was in a rush and stuff, had something to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Let these people know where they can get you at, man.
I'll plug everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Raider Gabe.
Yeah.
Raider Gabe has a great channel. You know what I'm saying? He has a great content over there. He does the Smoke Out Hour. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go, find a place to kind of smoke and talk some Raider football and everything else, that's where you need to go. Check out Raider Gabe. For me, you can definitely check me out at Raider Twan. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of stuff that I've been doing. I actually been working with another content creator, Eric from the SC Experience. Me and him will be co-hosting a show together throughout the season. And you guys think I'm active? You know what I'm saying? Now you guys can't wait. Look, I got a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm going to be releasing when the season starts. So please subscribe, click the notification bell, because I go live at random. I don't even know when I don't even schedule lives like that. So yeah, when I go live, it literally is, you need to have a notification bell on, because I do go live at random. And I'm always ready to talk Raider football. If you need prayer for you or your family members, you know what I'm saying, hit me up on IG at Twan TWUAN TWUAN. Again, your business is between me, you, and the Lord. So you don't have to worry about me putting your business out there in the street. Just hit me up on IG. And again, I got love for everybody in the Raider Nation. So blessings to you, Gravy, man. I'm sorry for being a little.
No. And I believe
I'm glad I pulled up.
and I believe that Terrence, I made you a moderator on this channel, and also Dark, and there's a couple of gentlemen that were, Gabe and Lois, but they're doing other things. But if we get a chance on any other lives that I do, you can put Twan's name in there and Gabe's. I think Gabe's a moderator also. So if you could do that for me, I'll hit it, bro. I'd kick you down. Much love for that. But
Yeah.
Twan, uh, thank you for coming on, bro. I know you had a kind of a weird
Yeah.
day today, and it means a lot to me, bro, that you're on here. And as far as
Hey.
the chat too, thank you again for supporting me and then getting me through this live. I'm just beginning, and Twan knows how hard this is. It's not easy, so we'll.
And that's why, dude, I support you, man, and whatever I can do for you, man, you know I got you, man.
Yeah, just being here, man, it's good enough for me, bro. So,
Yes, sir.
but thank you, everybody. Again, next show will be upcoming. I'll put it out there. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll get down to the nitty gritty on really who's on our 53 and discuss that. I can't wait to do that. So, um, just enjoy your night. Be safe, and words of wisdom. Just give somebody a hug, man, buddy, and go on from there for your day. Just be happy. And football's almost here, and that makes me happy.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to inspire somebody with, Twan? I know you like doing that. So
Man, stay
we'll end
hydrated.
after you stay hydrated. That's your
Drink,
word of the day.
drink some water. You know what I'm saying? We drink a whole bunch of other stuff, but take a moment to drink a bottle of water today.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys, man. And we're gonna be out of here. Peace out. Go Raiders.
Yes, sir.